Aquarius, welcome to your July 2023 General Tarot reading. It's Rena here. Getting that Devil card. And when I think, oh, here we go with these Pentacles. The reason I think I am getting this Devil card so much is because people are questioning their allegiance or their attachment to money. So, well, here, I love that. That reminds me of Aquarius, that color, that lilac color. The heart of the matter is the Two of Pentacles. This can be choosing between two jobs, maybe working and going to school, but there's like this, maybe there's a pull at you in different directions, and perhaps you're very busy right now. But I'm going to read this like, because you have another two, you have a Two of Swords, and I've been seeing that as well, where there's like this, I would call it ambivalence if there's like more than one two, because it's really showing indecision. And when you really can't decide between two things, it's not necessarily because they're both so great. It could be because they're both mediocre and not really what you want. So keep that in mind, that if you feel this decision that you have to make sure that there are adequate choices being presented to you. Sometimes the Two of Pentacles can be a job offer overseas, and then in that case, you may be like, well, gosh, I don't know if I want to move that far away. The past position is the Devil. So there's that person who is subjugated, feeling under somebody else's control. Sometimes this can be an individual who is like a narcissistic personality. Obviously, in your personal life, that might be true, but even the boss can be like this. And they have control issues. And because of the person's attachment to keeping that paycheck going, they may feel like, hey, I have to do this. I don't have a choice. Well, you always have a choice. It just depends on how much importance you place on money. And if you don't believe that you can find another job, that this is not the end all be all. But see, sometimes people don't really think that. They think that, no, I have to have this. Forgetting that they haven't always been, in that job. But, I agree that society does a number on us and makes us think, oh my God, and that's kind of like that fear-based thinking that people tend to get caught up in because they're being, they're impressionable. The higher message is the Six of Pentacles, and this is a card of give and take energetically. So it's like, the money that you earn, it's not just about this very dry kind of, okay, well, I worked 40 hours this week, I get X amount per hour, or I get the salary, and then I get it. It's really about the energy behind it. If you have a job that is very stressful, that's going to siphon your energy. And if you have a boss who's very demanding, that person, and maybe they don't praise you ever, and you feel like you never know like where you stand with this person, that's going to be very energetically draining as well. So it's when people just focus on the dollar amount, they're missing the toll that something can take. coming from a completely different place. What crosses you is the Ace of Wands. You see that, like, I think this is ingenious, that fire, kind of like that drop of fire in the third eye region. You may have this vision for yourself, or this idea that is still germinating and you haven't brought it out. Since I'm reading it as the challenge position, it may still be kind of blocked. You haven't developed it, and this could be the key to your freedom if that's what you feel. If the Devil card is making you feel that you are somehow under somebody else's command, there's some idea and some passion project that all you have to do is ignite that, and you'll be well on your way to creating exactly what you want. And with this particular reading, it sounds like it's more of doing things where you feel nourished by them. And when I say nourished, I mean that you are replenished, instead of being drained. Because even if something pays well, if it drains you, the cost is too high, obviously. What's coming in, the Two of Swords again, and that they always have that blindfold, in this case her hair. The swords relate to air signs, which I think is pretty interesting. So they deal with your thoughts, your communication, or other people's communication. And with the blackbirds, it can be the negative variety. In this case, this could be what's going on in your head between these two options that you may feel. You may be like, you don't want to choose things out of fear. You don't want to choose things out of a lack consciousness. You want to choose something where it's like a hell yeah. Yeah, this is what I want. And it's not like, oh, well, at least this isn't as bad as the other option. So think about that. And also think about what you're telling yourself as you are making a particular decision, if it has a financial or, job-related theme. Are you telling yourself these things that are disempowering or fear-based that really are not, that's all like kind of old programming in a lot of ways, which I see with the swords as well. This communication, these ideas that a lot of times are just kind of imposed or projected from other people onto us. The outcome, the Three of Cups. This is a card of friendship. This, to me, is like the sign of Aquarius, what it represents. Social, but the connection of friends. This is like a social network. So maybe if you do have this in your life, Aquarius, take advantage of it. I don't mean in with exploitation, but your friends may be your key to liberation, because like, let's say this is like some kind of project, like entrepreneurship. You have an idea, a service, a product. Starting with your circle of friends or your acquaintances, promoting it is a great idea. I don't think people do that 100% of the time. I'm sure a lot do, but not everybody. And maybe, some people, they just want to be so independent that they don't want to rely on their friends. Well, you're not really relying on them because you have a built-in audience, and then they can tell people as well. That sounds like that shampoo commercial from the 70s, and so on and so on. So anyway, also, maybe this is what you need to do. Maybe you just need to let your hair down and enjoy the company of kindred spirits. Perhaps there has been a lot of, I don't know about chaos, but a lot of stuff going on in your employment sector, and you just need to take a breather. Okay, that's what I have for you, Aquarius. I hope that this resonated. If you would like a private reading, the link is below. Take care. Bye.